What's up, fam? Welcome back to another video. We're going to dive into something that not very many of us like to talk about, but we're going to talk about it anyway. It's about managing your money. All right, fam, what's up? Welcome back to another video. My head's a little chopped off up here, but that's because we're focused down here. All right, everyone? So I'm a little OCD. If I move these jars a little bit, do not take it personal. It's my own OCD working for my favor though, right? So we don't know how to manage our money properly. One reason being we haven't been taught right. And another reason is we don't look for the right way to manage our money. And then another reason can be maybe we did look for a way to manage our money, but there were too many of them. And we didn't know which one was the right one that was going to get us to where we want to go, that was going to give us our financial freedom and allow us to take heed on what we want to do. Right? So we have income. Hopefully you have some income. If you don't, that's the first step, is to get some income coming into your household. Okay? But if you already have that set, we're going to be talking about first net income. Okay? This is only after you have all of your taxes paid, everything taken out of your check that has to be taken out. Okay, so we're only talking about net income only. This, what can I call it? This system I inherited from The Millionaire Mindset. It's a book by Eckhart Tolle. Beautiful book. I believe that's his name. I think it's T. Harv Eker. Forgive me. T. Harv Eker. He is the author of The Millionaire Mindset. And I read this book years ago. I have to reread it again. But this is the main thing I took away from it, was how to manage your money properly. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest, as I always am. I did not implement this immediately after learning it. I should have, but I didn't. So I went about a year knowing this, and knowing that my income's coming in, I'm not allocating it properly, feeling that guilt and that remorse of, damn, I should have started last month, I should have started last year. I've been through all that, and I'm sure that you can feel the same way. So don't think that I'm coming from this perspective of, oh, I'm the one who figured all this out, I immediately implemented it, and now I have all the things I want. That's not the case. What the case is that I'm now more strategic in the way that I spend my money. So that way I know exactly how much money is coming in and going out and where it's going. Remember that one time, or maybe those 10 times that you looked at your bank account after only having your check for 3-4 days and that bitch was almost empty. You said, damn, where did all my money go? We're going to eliminate that right here, right now. All right, so how do we eliminate that? Well, we divide our income into 6 different cups, as you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, okay? These 6 different cups, every single month, you're gonna allocate the amount of net income that you receive, and you're gonna put the proper amount of money into each cup, all right? So cup number 1, we're talking about living expenses, okay? 55% of your income goes straight to living expenses. Alrighty. Now 10%, this is our second cup. 10% is going to go into short-term savings. Okay, short/long-term savings. It can be a mixture of both. Alrighty. Now, the third cup, emergency money. Okay. Fourth cup, financial freedom. Fifth cup, education. And the sixth cup is contribution. I've talked about this sixth cup in a couple of my videos before. Okay, so let's do this. Living expenses, 55%. This includes all your gas, your bills, your car note, your mortgage. This includes everything. And I mean car gas, okay? This includes all your bills, all the things that you need to live, okay? Now, a lot of people will look at their income and they'll notice that they have things in there that are making it exceed that 55% threshold, okay? You don't ever want to exceed 55%, and this is the highest. I know some people who have less than 55. They do 35%. And they allocate the rest of the money into the rest of the buckets. We'll talk about that another time. But 55% is the max amount of money that you want to have to spend on your living expenses only, okay? This includes your cat food, your dog food. This includes all that stuff, right? All your little dirty pleasures that you don't want people to know about, okay? The ice cream that you eat at 2 a.m., all that stuff. So if you find that you're exceeding that amount on a monthly basis, look at last month. Okay, I know we're in this weird situation, but let's say we're not. Let's imagine we're not in this whole pandemic situation. Within the last month, which was the month of May, because we're May 30th now, what money have you made and where has it gone to? Has 55% been exceeded in your living expenses? That's a question for you, okay? Now, the second one we're going to talk about is our long-term savings, right? We put 55 here. Now we're going to put 10% into our long-term or short-term savings. This one right here is going to be more for your home, right? If you're saving up to purchase a house, if you're saving up to buy a car, down payment on a car, down payment on a house. If you want to get some new Jordans, right? They cost $300-400. Well, allocate 10% of your monthly income into your long-term or short-term savings. Okay? Now, our third cup is emergency. This is emergency money. You never touch this money. This money never gets touched. This is like the absolute last resort. Okay? This is for emergencies only. Right? And this is 10%. Okay? Now we're going to do another 10%. This goes into financial freedom. Okay, so this is more like investing. This is for stocks. This is for bonds. This is for investing in real estate properties. This is for investing into your own business, your entrepreneurship. This is to create the financial freedom for you. Okay, this is to invest into perhaps creating a program, a mentorship program, or a program that helps people work out. Well, you're going to have to allocate some funds into that. We don't want to take from our living expenses or from our long-term savings or from our emergency money, right? We want to have money allocated to financial freedom. So that way we know in 10, 20 years, all this money we've invested has been residually gaining, right, traction and acquiring more money off of it. So this can actually even be put into a savings account if you want, right? Because you can earn money through savings accounts as well. But I suggest that you save up enough money to either invest into a home or some stocks or something of the like that you know is going to eventually reap a reward, okay? Now, let's talk about our education fund. This one for me is my favorite. I love that this is even here. It's 10% of your income goes into education, right? So this is where I pay for my mentorships. This is where I pay for programs. So I know at all times how much money I can pay for one program, 2 programs, 5 programs to be in my mentorship on a monthly basis. Okay, I pay about $100 a month for one mentorship program. That's just one. So if I'm taking out of my living expenses $100, well then that's gonna drop my way of living, right? That's gonna reduce my quality of living in some type of way. So I've already allocated my 10% every single month. Easy. Contribution is the 5th one, okay? And I put Snuggle a Puggle as this one because you guys know we got Onyx in the building. Where's she at? Oh, she in the house. So contribution, okay? This is giving to people, right? If you don't have to ever have a jar for contribution. If you, this is only 5%, okay? 5% does end up being a lot depending on how much money you make a month, but you can, if you don't want, and there's some people who don't, if you're not big on contribution, you can allocate the rest of the 5% into one of these, right? Because we have 5 others. So 1 extra percent, 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 okay? So overall, we had 55%, and then we had 45. Altogether, 100% of your income is perfectly allocated. Make sense? Now, what are you going to take away from this video? What are you going to do after this? Are you going to be like me and wait a whole year to start doing this? I really, really, really hope not. Because if you do that in a year, I promise you, I pinky promise you, you're going to look back and say, wow, what a silly decision it was for me to not do this. I know, it hurts. If you made it to the end of the video, congratulations, because you've already taken the first step, which is acquiring something new. Now, if you like this video, like any of my other videos, like this particular video, so that way it'll help the algorithm, help other people be able to allocate their money properly, so we can all end up being some type of, you know, having some type of freedom in this world in terms of finances, right? Freedom is all in the mind anyway. But when we talk about financial freedom, that's one thing that we definitely need if we want to make a big impact on this planet. And if you obviously like my videos, subscribe to them, enjoy them. And don't take any of this shit seriously, okay? Maybe the money part a little bit. But look, we're all here just exploring, right? We're here exploring, we're here acquiring, and we are in constant control of ourselves. So be in control of yourself, you're an adult, and you make your own decisions. I love you, and I'll see you on the next video.